Yeah, we're sliding tracks forward. Yeah, had to do that. All right, bud, you ready to move some rocks? Good boy, let me help you down. Okay, good job. So today's plan, move some rocks. Right, Gunny? Let's do this. Don't you hate keys when keys aren't universal? It was unlocked. Alright. Guess I'll get it started. So we're working at Cat 3075. It's a rental. So wait for those glow plugs to warm up a little bit. Pretty cold out this morning. Maybe 30. Right. High idle, huh? Nice. Alright, so the plan's pretty much just to put these rocks in the woods. I got another little pile over there from a couple days ago. Right there. Got a little fire ring here from the carpenters, huh? Ready? Up in the excavator? Alley-oop. Good boy. Nice job. You're such a good boy, Mr. Gunny. Ready to get to work? So yeah, welcome to the cab, Cat 3075. It's pretty nice. It's a little small. Put your head, buddy. I like to open the window so it doesn't have such a vacuum effect when you shut the door. That's weird. Thumb's coming up by itself, huh? Interesting. So we got Cat 3075, pretty nice machine. That's your throttle. Very important backup or travel alarm silence. Got this nice touch screen with a behind you camera. I guess you'd call it backup camera, but that's what it's really doing, it's just behind you. Let's turn off auto and just kind of leave it there. Yeah. Got a pretty nice interface though. You can mess around with a few settings. There's your pattern changer. Oh, this thing's been disabled. I wonder if that would help fine grading mode. It's like a relatively smooth machine, but sometimes, yeah, it's mostly me probably. But yeah, we got, oh, that's interesting, implement speed. So yeah, this is a feature. It's kind of a weird way to implement speed, but yeah, we I have been screwing around with this. I like having a slow swing control so you don't get over zealous. You just kind of run it down here for a little while it's warming up. But yeah, you know, that's it helps you ease out of the swing a little better, which, you know, sure, I could be a better operator, but if it's a little easier on the machine, might as well use it. I guess we'll be taking these rocks one by one. They're pretty big. I'm just gonna chuck them in the woods over there without destroying the ground too bad, hopefully. You know what though, actually, what would be smarter? Yeah, I'm gonna change tactics here. Instead of driving them over there one by one so I don't rip up the ground too bad, I'll rake them over. Got a little piece of ledge right there, you gotta watch it. We're on a, well, right here is not super steep, but we are on a mountain right now, so I've had some pretty good slides past season. Alright. Believe it or not, I'm going to take this rock and put it back because I don't want to run into it. So the idea here is we'll, oh goodness gracious. Yeah, there's that sliding around in that ledge. Alright, we'll go uphill this rock here a little bit. Yep, alright. So the idea is we'll just rake them all over at the same time, and then when I get closer to where I'm putting them, I'll grab them and spin them around. That way, won't have to, you know, make 10 or so trips, maybe even more. That's one thing I find as I get more and more hours in an excavator. It's, you know, getting to know the machine or whatever is, or learning how to run one is great, but once you know how to run one, boy, you can make a mess quick. So you got to learn how to, whoops, you got to learn how to more or less work like real efficiently, and it's like almost dirt management, because things happen really quick from in here. Literally the earth changes around you, so you got to make sure that you're thinking a few steps ahead, so you don't get a huge mess in your hands and end up working backwards. Spin around and travel here, not going too far, but whoa, what's going on there? You hear that noise? It may or may not be a little low on hydraulic fluid. Alright, that's good. Yeah, right there. Yeah, see, look at that. We're pulling 2 or 3 rocks at a time now and getting them to where we're going. If you think of this thing as just a huge person with a real strong arm, it's pretty helpful. Look at that, this machine broke that rock driving over it. It's pretty impressive. Hey. was that slow swing. I don't know if you saw that, but I started getting aggressive and it slowed me down a little bit. Yeah, all I'm doing is, you know, kind of dancing the bucket above the surface of the ground. The boom's going up, the stick's going back, and I suppose I'm curling the bucket back ever so slightly that way to try to keep the rocks within the teeth. Especially if it mess up and the bucket's back a little more, you won't dig into the earth, maybe. I guess we'll go one more pull. Oof. It's starting to get a little hot in here. Are we close enough now? Just a hair more. Alright, should be able to start grabbing some of these suckers. Don't want to drop them on that steel pipe there. Could put a hole in them. Let's see. I'm actually going to rake it a little farther after I set this one down off, because prefer to put it on the back of that rock pile. Just put the blade down a little bit for some stability. Just trying to grab that smaller rock right there. There we go. So yeah, we rented this machine at my job here for many months now. It's probably been 6-7 months. We're just working on figuring out which machine we need for here, and at least in my opinion, this is a little bit small for what we do in the most cases. We had a 320 up here as well to do a few other bigger tasks, and that was just a tad bit too big. So I would like to see, I think, you know, a 316 size cat, something with a counterweight, but a bit longer tracks, because we are on ski area, or we are a ski area. So it can get a little hairy in some spots, or unstable. The thing about excavators is it's pretty much a tank. So it will pretty much take you wherever you want to go, almost no matter what. That's where you can get yourself into some trouble, because you might, you know, it'll never stop. And then if you are slipping, you do have the arm to get you, either to stop you from slipping or to climb you up if you just aren't getting traction going uphill. But you know, this mountain was, when it was built, a lot of it was blasted because there's a lot of ledge up here. It's granite, hard as a rock. Watch out. So so you do tend to slide around quite a bit. You got to be on it. And what happens when you slide, especially if you're traveling downhill, it seems the tracks tend to spin from that way to this way. So you have to catch yourself with your bucket. Call them pucker moments. Let's see if we can get a couple. No? Okay. Twofer. This thumb's okay, yeah, but like we were saying, that 320 had a progressive link, and boy, it's nice being able to get that thumb. I'll show you. That's about all you get. So way out there is kind of nice, but in here, you know, you got to curl your bucket back. It just seems like if I needed to pick this pipe up, I'm maxed out on the thumb. So therefore your bucket gets longer. So if there's something behind your bucket, you can't grab that pipe. That's what we were doing. We were doing a lot of pipe welding for the snowmaking system, and with this machine actually. I mean, we figured it out, but love to see it. Well, does any of you have progressive link? Is it worth it? I assume you lose a little bit of power. Boy, we're sitting pretty side hill here. That's hang in there, Gunny. We're almost through this pile of rocks. That was a pretty good example of why a progressive link would be nice. But yeah, we've been renting machines, and this is one of the rentals. It's pretty nice. I like the bucket a lot. It's nice skinny sidewalls that I'm sure that not just digs like a champ, you know, for the size bucket, size machine. We're not exactly swinging sand around here, so we don't necessarily need a very large bucket. Let's try that. Coming up short. Two more. You also got to be careful on that hill, like what I just did there. I'm downhills this way. Probably doesn't look like much, but you got to watch the height of your boom, because if it's back too far and you happen to swing uphill with downhill weight, who knows, man. Certainly your uphill tracks get light. Alright. Just tidy up here a little bit. Kind of toss some of that hay. One more rock in there, huh? Nice. camera, if you are tracking backwards and your blade is down, you could look over. I don't know if you could see that, but there's the blade on each corner there, and if you can't see it, it's down. Just see how we're doing with tearing up the ground here. Not too bad. Just till up that track mark a little bit here. Nice. Looks pretty good. We're not going for a road surface here, but try to make it relatively smooth for the four-wheelers and all the vehicles up here, and especially in the upcoming months in between there being snow on the mountain. Gonna break that little clod of dirt up there. Yeah, there we go. Grass transplanting. Alright, I got a few more rocks over here and this project's done. Put the mower on after. I think with this one we'll just track them over. It's not very far. Or actually, I'll track this rock over. Sun's starting to get a little stronger and warm the cab up. Rather be a little too warm than a little too cold out there. Alright, let's just double check. We have a lot of conduit and electrical around the woods. I think I see a little... Yep, that's a wire. So I'll just stick them with these rocks where I know it's safe. Break that sharp stump off too for the skiers. Ah, perfect. So that's what I was thinking earlier. Rather than track them over once again, I'll just swing them over. Lay it down. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So yeah, once again, with this particular thumb, it's better to grab them out there than closer to you. Yeah, there we go. Hang on, Gunny. See if I can flip that rock up. Nah. I'd like to flip it onto the other one, grab both of them. That was probably worth the little extra time it took to roll that. And we got 3. mower's down at the bottom of the steep. I guess I'll take you on the commute down there. We've been tracking this thing around. I bet it's got, geez, probably 20 or 30 miles on it from this summer. They are pretty, I don't think a person would think of an excavator as like very efficient means of traveling. It definitely isn't, but you can do it. Probably a little harder on the machine than sitting in a sand pit its whole life, but well, in fact, this one has skid steer travel, so you press this button, enable that joystick, and oh, okay, yeah, so the pedals don't work anymore, but you can use this joystick, you know, forward, back, and then it won't, oh, it does counter rotate the more you, so if you go slow, it just kicks that left track, but quicken it up, I'm seeing counter rotation, so it's just like the pedals, just off a joystick. Kind of makes it a little smoother. You still got boom control. I know there's a way in the settings to change that where you can have stick control, I think. Let's look while we cruise control, what? I don't know about that. I don't want to mess with that. Not going down this. This is pretty steep up here. Coming up. In fact, I'm not even super keen on using. Oh, we got a wire. Yeah, I'm not super keen on using skid steer control on this anyway, because if you get in trouble, you need your full function of your arm. Yeah, sorry excavator, we're gonna side hill a little bit here because of that wire. I don't know if it's important or I shouldn't be running it over though. So traveling over these water bars, I like to pick the front of the tracks up so you don't crush them, and then set them down on it. And you gotta commit when you get to the top of one of those water bars. You know, it's just like that. You gotta continue, no matter what, keep those tracks going, because if you stop at the top of it, you tend to rock back. It's not a great feeling. Just like that. Fun, bud? Alright, so I happen to know this area has carpet of grass over pretty much bedrock, and it's starting to get steep. Just got to be on it. You can see that dirt. That's from the 320. No blade on that one, so I think I was the one driving it right then and there too. Yeah, it kind of took off on me a good 20-30 feet, and all the grass right there got kind of bunched up like a carpet. best just to stay in the tracks. It's a little hairy, you know, but I find it to be the best way. Especially if you start slipping just forward on the tracks, and because if you stop the tracks, all that's going to happen is the grass will build up underneath the tracks and just you're on a sled. I'm saying, don't stop, keep it going, keep it going. Okay. Yeah. So this is the steepest part of this trail. It's not bad. It was a really rainy year too. That could have been, or that's a good reason why we were sliding around a bunch. Of course, if it was dry out, it wouldn't be as bad. You should see the tracks on this thing. They are caked all up liquid mud. Yeah, that's pretty steep. Not too bad though. Tracks didn't rip it up. We're not completely off of it yet, but we're in a little flatter spot. Another thing I like doing is having my pinky available for the blade control, because you just shove it down pretty quick if you have to. So if your blade and your bucket protecting you. Often if it's real hairy, I'll throw the teeth down like that to give us a biting chance. Yeah, we're sliding tracks forward. Yeah, had to do that. Oh, wasn't I just saying, hey, this isn't too bad? Boy, that took the water bar right off, didn't it? Try to recover here, go back a little bit. Save that water bar. Or just fix it before we're out of here. Look at that, just ripped the top of the grass right off. I could probably roll it back over. Yeah, it's like sod. Nice. Get on the other side of that water bar and turn around and try to fix it as well. We're sliding in a wheelie right now. Alright, we made it. Alright, let's see the damage here. So let me set the blade down and kind of right myself. When you're pretty steep like this too, you don't want to pick yourself up too much. You want the surface area of the tracks. Hang in there, buddy. Swinging uphill. Okay, not too bad. Just a little 5-foot slide. Whoa. Also be on it. Don't push yourself with the don't want to push yourself downhill right now. It's kind of nice though. I'm leaned back like a recliner because of the pitch. And just kind of till the grass up. And kind of compact it back in there, and that will be growing grass in no time. Try not to go up that way again when I come back through here. Alright, swinging back downhill slowly. couple of them. You gonna go, boy Gunny? You comfy? Just too hot in here. Sliding again. That looks really bad on the camera. I'm curious. Let's see if we can't fix that up or if it's that bad at all. Oh no, okay. Just looks bad on the camera. The backup camera. So, gonna be putting that mower on there. The thing's pretty incredible. Flail mower, or I don't know what you would call it. It's a barrel with teeth on it. I've heard it called a whole bunch of things, but this is a brush mower. This is a big valley we're jumping right now. Might actually gotta spin around and pick myself up out of here. Maybe not though. This is always a great question when you're about to get really steep climbing forward. There's a point where obviously the bucket way out there is a lot of counterweight, but there's a point where it gets too steep and that counterweight, that bucket acting as the counterweight, could potentially become the exact opposite and kind of pendulum you over backwards. That was a deep gully. That held up really nice though. Alright. So we have all these water bars to control the water for the snowmaking system. They all run to certain creeks along the hill, which then get channeled back into our snowmaking pond. It's a pretty cool system. So any snow that melts goes directly back into our snowmaking pond, and we're able to pump it right back up. This is a mechanical coupler, so that probably leave the bucket here, yeah. Maybe over here. Seems like a good spot for it. I'll show you how to release it. Need a wrench. I think if you put it flat too, it makes it a little bit easier. It's been a while since I've taken it off. Alright, bud. you stay in here? Yeah, I know. Hey, stay. You stay? I know. Alright, so you take this red thing here and... Oh, it was actually up. I believe after you install it's supposed to be down. Like that. Yeah, it is. Whoops. Maybe it got bumped or something. That's pretty simple, just loosen this. Okay, and this one runs off the thumb hydraulics, so we gotta close the valve. Let's double check this, see how it works. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because it looks like it would slide out there, but I think it goes like that. Let's try it. Being a good boy, Gunny. One click on the door. Nope. I guess it does go down. Yep. Alright, I'll try to remember that. There we go. Oh, does it go back up itself? No. Alright. Alright, so I'll have to shut the machine down. So anyway, you have to turn the key to accessory and relieve the hydraulic pressure. Gotta hook the hydro hoses up and get this attachment on there. You stay, Gunny? Oh, good boy. Oh, you know what? One of these hoses is loose. Need a bigger wrench than I got on me. Ugh. Nice. Sometimes those can be an absolute pain in the... Nice. Well, yeah, look at that. Super loose, huh? Obviously the wrench I have isn't big enough for that, but she's hooked up. All right. Quick little lunch break. So, got flail mower on, or brush mower, or whatever. I like to check the teeth. Should retorque these every now and again, I've heard. It's funny, in years past we used to lose teeth all the time, but this year they seem to be staying on there a little better. This one's called the Brown Raptor. Alright, Gunny, wanna do a little mowing? Cat key has a 10 mil on there, or an 8 mil. Pretty cool. Ready, bud? Alright, here we go. Ellie. Good job. Let's see if this thing's working here. Nope. What we got going on here? Got a hydraulic leak? Yep. Oh, so it makes... This was loose earlier. Not anymore though.